Record. Wow, that's a new feature. Did you hear it? This meeting is being recorded. So the first 3 things I do when I look at my month is I think of when I'm going to do my boot camp kickoff, when the coach webinar is, and when I would like to fit in a free group. So I officially threw in the towel for May for a free group. It's not happening for me. Just with everything that's happened the last few days, it's done. I'm good. So I do know that June 12th is the coaching webinar. So that's the first thing I'm going to put in there is I put like webinar in big. And so I know that that's happening there. And then starting on like probably the 2nd or 3rd of June is when I will start talking about probably the 3rd. I'm going to say the 3rd. I will start talking about the webinar. So coaching in stories. And I make sure I have that, like, I'll show you what I do. Because I don't do this on the computer. I just do it here because then it helps me plan my day. So I just put like really low here, like coaching in stories, and then a squiggle all the way through until the webinar starts. The reason I said the 3rd is because I'm actually starting another round. I'm going to do another round of Let's Get Up on June 7th. So I want to have a boot camp kickoff the first few days of June, like end of May, beginning of June. So I'll start that this weekend and the next weekend coming up, and to try and get people in to join me for another round of Let's Get Up. So I'm just going to put like Let's Get Up kick off, and then I make that kind of big and highlighted too, right? So I will be, and it's not like just because I'm doing Let's Get Up then, I'm not going to talk about it in my stories. I'm still going to talk about both, right? And invite people to both. It's just I'll make it more coach themed after the Thursdays so that I can get people to come to that webinar. So those are the first 2 things. The next one is, I know on July 6th is the launch of 645, which I will 100% be doing. So I would look at like, okay, so that's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It ends kind of perfectly, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it ends perfectly. So I need to then make sure that I pretty much starting like Father's Day weekend, I'm showcasing 645, right? Because I definitely want people to join in that. So on Father's Day weekend, I will start 645 push, right? And I need to have that all the way in through there. So there will be like certain things, like I will, whenever the sample workout launches, I will do it a few times. I will invite some people to do it with me. I will probably do the sample workout like the 26th, the 27th. I will probably do it maybe even like the 30th, and then again the 3rd, 4th, just to get people really excited about 645 so that I have some people joining me for that. So those are the big ones. What I might do, did you see in the FAQ if they have 645, if they have a date for the sample workout yet?
I thought I saw one.
Because
I'm gonna have to reference that.
FAQ 645 beach body. Okay. Amoyla Caesars. Okay. Sample workout June 28th.
June 28th.
Okay. So I will probably run a free group then that week. And that works actually quite well for me because I finished teaching on the 25th. So I'll be able to spend some time getting some people into that. So I'm going to put free 6:45 group for June 28th there. And then, so I will probably start like the Wednesday before, invite to free group. Because the cool thing about the 6:45 group is we can do, we can also do like 4 weeks of the prep in there as a sample workout and get people to, right, to just experience him in a different way, because he's so good at what he does, right? So now I have like the bulk of what I want to do. So I know that, I'm going to start talking about coaching on June 3rd. I'm going to kick off my Let's Get Up group on group, and I say group in quotation marks because I'm not creating a new group for it. Then I'll reword it. My Let's Get Up event I will kick off on June 7th. The webinar is June 12th. I will start pushing for 6:45 on June 20th. I will invite to a free 6:45 group starting on the 23rd and run my group 28th, 29th, 30th. It will only be 3 days. I'm not doing anything longer than 3 days, just because it just doesn't. I might actually bump it and start it on the Wednesday. No, because that's July long weekend. That's Independence Day for you guys. So Americans are unavailable for that time. So I'm going to leave it on the 28th, 29th, and 30th because you all disappear when 4th of July rolls around. So I don't want it to be attached to the weekend. And then I will start 6:45 on July 6th. Okay. So now what I do is I put into my calendar when I'm going to create events, because I have gone back to this. I think this is really, really important. And I really think it's important for coaches like either just kicking off their business or just starting off their business to create a Facebook event. So I will create a Facebook event for my Let's Get Up. I will create a Facebook event for the webinar, and I will create a Facebook event for the free 6:45 group. I'm not going to create them all at the same time though. So the free 6:45 group, I'm not even going to look at until the 19th of July. So I'm going to put myself a note on the 19th of July, create a free event and group, because I am going to have a group for that. Okay, so I am going to do a Facebook group. So on July 19th, I will create my free event and my group for 6:45. So now I don't even have to really think about 6:45 until July 19th, because there's nothing more I can really do with it until that time shows up. What I do need to start looking at though is when should I create my other groups? So, and my other events, because I'm not creating groups for them. So for my webinar on the 12th of June, I will probably create my event on the 1st of June, because I don't want to give people too much time to think about it. Even maybe the 2nd or 3rd is good as well. Maybe tie it in with let's do the 3rd actually. So we'll do create webinar Facebook event on the 3rd of June. So that I can then, and I already have a photo for it, so I don't have to worry about that. I actually already have an event. So what I can quickly do is show you how I go and just duplicate my event and change the dates. So it's super easy to do. So on June 3rd, I will create my webinar event. I don't want to create it too early, because I feel like sometimes if people have it too far in advance, they just forget about it, right? It's kind of out of their thoughts. But I do want to start looking at, okay, so if I'm kicking off another round of Let's Get Up on Monday the 7th, then I probably want to create my group on Sunday the 30th, or my event for Let's Get Up. So on Sunday, May 30th, I'm going to go back. So mine's it's already full. So I'm going to put create Let's Get Up event on Facebook. And when I create them, I also try to invite to them. So I really prefer to do it all in one shot. And the reason that I prefer to do it all in one shot is that I have gone and done events and invited my 499 people to it, but I've thought, oh, you know what I'll do is I'll just invite like 25 right now, and then I'll invite 25 more later. And sometimes there's been glitches, and this hasn't happened in a while because I haven't let it happen, where Facebook will say I've maxed out on my invites, even though I only sent like 50. So I didn't want to put myself in that situation. So I usually try and create my event, give myself like an hour window where as soon as I create it, I also then go and invite my 499 friends, because that's how many. If you don't have 499 friends, invite all your friends. Like, so I just try and do it at the same time. And then one strategy that works really well for Facebook events is if you post in the event. So if you put like a recipe in the event, or a sample workout in the event, or a snippet of you working out, actually would probably be better in the event, so that people start seeing these notifications of, oh, Ashley posted in such and such event. Oh, Tamara posted in such and such event. And it brings some attention to that event, because what often happens is people will see it and then just forget about it, right? So, so maybe like if I'm creating my Let's Get Up event and inviting on the 30th, then on the 31st, maybe that week, what I want to do, the 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, I want to like show some shareable moments in there that I've done the video for, like remixed some of Shanti's dances and shared those like 1 minute snippets into the group. So I could do that. I might want to like do a favorite recipe in there. I wouldn't do like a full week meal plan, but I would definitely share a recipe, a hydration tip, anything that you think will draw people into that event. So that, and because that one is my focused one on inviting to my actual paid as a customer with a challenge pack, I want to show them that I'm going to give them some value, right? And then I would keep inviting and talking about it in my stories all that week. So then what I do is, wow, people are hopping on. I'm impressed. I've got 6 of you on, and Dress is on, Circling's on, Reiko's on, and Crystal's on with us. Yay. So we have our events created, or event created, then we've invited to our event, but now I need to look at what am I posting and when am I posting it? And this is when I always take the, that one we get, which it isn't out yet for June, like the social media posting calendar. And I always share it in the group. And I don't put them into my book the way she does. Like I don't put it in that order. I actually pull out all of the ones that are about coaching and do those in the first couple of weeks, because that's leading up to the webinar, right? So everything that she puts on that calendar that's about coaching is what I would put in those first couple of weeks. And I can promise you, I do not get to every single thing. I just don't. But when I go look at my day timer and it tells me, because it's already laid out for me, how has my relationship with exercise changed? I can do that in my story looking at this really fast. I can do a quick post about that because I know that it's there for me already and I don't have to think about it, which is why this has been such a lifesaver for me this past year. June 12th is the webinar. So we won't be able to do 6:45 sample workout because it doesn't launch until the 28th of June, the sample. So we'll have to think of something else. Maybe we can do MBF sample workout because I know people really enjoy MBF, and that would be fun. And we'll be kind of done with, Not that we're done with Let's Get Up, but it'd be nice to try something else. So I don't know if I can pull out some of them. Stop. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. Sorry, I don't know where my, May posting. So I can go through the May one and just kind of show you what I would do, because it's not going to be like there's that much difference in it, but this is what I would do with, once we have the June posting calendar, I will literally go through this and be like, okay, which ones are about coaching? What are you focusing on in June? How can someone join you? I mean, that's always a good one to have at the beginning. So you could maybe do that on Monday, the 31st of May. So what is the focus for June? So I literally just take this and I print it and cross them off. And so I'll put a little star on my day and be like, focus for June. And how can someone join me? And then I'm looking through this going, okay, I need to find all of the things about coaching that are here. So 3 common misconceptions about coaching. I can do that one on the 2nd, 3 misconceptions, right? So I'm literally just going through this. What has changed? How has my why evolved? That one's a great one to do on like Transformation Tuesday. And I just pull out all of the ones. I don't want to do it in my calendar yet because I really want to wait until the June calendar is out to see if she has any other suggestions on there. But I definitely like address an objection that you've heard recently. How does payday help my family? What is a business lesson I've learned? Like all of the ones about coaching in here, I would pull out and share 3 reasons why someone should work with you. And what I tend to do is I'll look at the Saturday ones and be like, okay, anything about coaching Saturday? I don't get I don't post on my feed on Saturdays very often. I definitely post to my stories. So I would look at those and you know, what do I love about entrepreneurship? Definitely I could do that on Saturday, June 5th. And just share those. So that's kind of what I do to get my month organized. And then every Sunday, I take my calendar that's super duper full and jam-packed of stuff, and I look at my week ahead. So I didn't actually do today's because today in Canada, it's a holiday here today. I know yours is, it's Victoria Day for us, and next week you have Memorial Day. So what I will look at is I'll start going through, so I haven't even done my Monday one yet because I wanted to kind of save it and do it with you, is I look at Monday the 24th and I say, okay, so what does it say? It says, how is Let's Get Up different? What will appeal to my target client? So I'm going to put a note, like a star on my to-do thing for today in my like regular day timer, because I don't look at this every day. I look at this once a week, once it's planned out. I look at this, my day, and where I do my affirmations and my visualization and the planner that I use for that, I look at that every day. So I'm going to write down today, how is Let's Get Up different? And then what will appeal to target client? What will appeal to target client? And I'm going to go through and do that for my entire week so that every posting idea or thing here that I've got is in my day timer. So I'm going to see it first thing in the morning. So I know what my focus for the day is that I want to talk about. So tomorrow, Transformation Tuesday, like sharing a Let's Get Up transformation. Even if it's not mine, I can pull another one. Wednesday, I have share best 5 tools I use on a daily basis. Thursday, I have share 3 reasons someone should work with me in June. Friday, 5 fun facts. Saturday, why I'm so passionate about fitness and nutrition. And then Sunday is definitely going to be like, then it's leading into like another Let's Get Up event. So that's kind of how I do it. I don't know. Does that help? Like, do you want to go through your calendar now and do yours? Because I didn't want it to just be like a call. Like, I want it to be kind of interactive.
Right. I guess one of the things I noticed is like how you have it set up, how it's the boot camp and then the webinar and then the free group, right? Like throughout the month. So let's say like there's not a, like if I choose not to do Let's Get Up again and I'm just like reopening the boot camp, like would it just be whatever the boot camp theme is then that we have that I've
Oh yeah, for sure. You can definitely do like a full bloom or whatever the June one is, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
100%. The biggest thing with that is just to pick your dates. So what are the dates that you want to kind of launch? Right.
And we,
so
and those were like all the same dates. Yeah.
Oh, was? Okay. So yeah. So
yeah, they were all like this. Yeah, they were all the same dates.
Cool. I would just work backwards then. So if I know my free group for 645 is going to start on the 28th, and, you know, being that you're in the US and July 4th weekend and knowing that that is a big weekend where people do disappear, 100%, they go away, they enjoy, they party, they, right? So I know I don't want anything linked with July 4th because nobody will do it. So 28th, 29th, 30th for a free group works perfect because then they could come back from July 4th weekend and get started with me. So then how do I reverse that? I've picked that as my date. So what does that look like? And so that's why I said, you know, July or June 19th, create the event and then just start inviting to that event for that next week. June 12th is the webinar. So from the 3rd, but going backwards from the 3rd on, we're going to be talking about coaching. So it's really just reversing, like pick that date and then reverse it to what does that look like on my calendar of when I'm going to kick off that specific event.
Also, is there like a video on the champions page that kind of shows like how different, you know, memberships and packages like work? So if like I'm talking to someone like you know, like, oh, since you have bod, you can actually do this, you know what I mean? Like, how certain, I know it well enough to know exactly to the person I'm talking to what would be the better fit, right? You know.
So
does that make sense?
Totally. What I try to do, I have no idea if there's a video on that because it always changes, right? Boss Babes Mastermind sometimes has posts with like the comparing the package prices, and you'll see those posts in there. What I tend to, you're totally frozen for me, so I don't know. Can you hear me okay? You're good? Yeah? Okay. You're good? You're hearing? Okay. So what I tend to do is I will actually go like June 1st, and I don't do it until the 1st because I know that it's not going to show, is I will log into ShareCart. And for me, that's the best way to do it because if I go into, just hold on, I'm going to show you what I do. So if I go into my ShareCart here, so ShareCart, and I sign in as me, not Clarissa. And then I can just go and I'll make up an email address. Oh, I don't know why it does this to me all the time. And then it'll say sign in and sign in and sign in and sign in. Stupid thing. Okay. So we're gonna stop sharing, and even though Safari doesn't work, I think my Chrome is being a pain in the ass. So let's try that again and see if I can get it to work on Safari, because I know Beachbody stuff doesn't love Safari. So if I go in here to my share cart and sign in, hopefully it works. Yay. I'll literally just put in like a fake email address. So I'll put like tambam@yahoo.ca, tambam, Canada, English, customer, yes. And then I will go and have a look at just the challenge pack prices and the completion pack prices. And I would probably take them and put them in a note. So I would just go over to my notes and say, okay, so Beachbody on Demand is, if I want an annual bod Shakeology one, it's 162. So I can go back to challenge packs. Let's Get Up. It's going to show me that it's also 162, right? And just to have an idea of what they are. And then I do the same thing for the US, because the American price is the same in pounds as the UK price. And usually it's the same as euros from my understanding. So that's, yeah. So here's the 9-week control freak one, right? Beachbody on Demand, 9-week control freak, and the price. And then I would also go into challenge packs. I don't know if it'll give me completion packs, because let's see if it does. No, because I'm not an actual registered with Beachbody on Demand, right? So the other option, I do believe in the coach office, it tells you the pricing of them. I just don't know that it lasts like obviously we find out in the Diamond Insider what the promotions are for June. I just don't know that it lasts for that whole, like in July as well. And it doesn't have all of the pricing of completion packs, but that would be my suggestion on June 1st, is just to have a look and see the different prices in there, so that you can have an idea of what someone is looking for. And generally, if a package is 160, the completion pack is going to be like 145, even 140. If it's 186, the completion is going to be like 160. Like it's kind of a general ballpark. You can say approximately, or you can do the share cart to find out.
Also, how the point system works with like completion packs and challenge packs, and like converting, you know, customer to coach, or like what, you know, says like, oh, like how that all works, you know? Does that make sense?
So just like Success Club points?
Yeah, how the rules work with Success Club. Like I know the general rules, but yeah, like say so like sometimes in our chat.
Yeah, 2 points for, there really isn't, you can get 1 point now, but it's very like strategic to get 1 point. So when I've needed 1 point, I've ordered like my combination of 90 PV on HD of beach bars. And actually, I think the last time I did it, I did Power Greens and Focused Energy on my daughter to get 1 point. But so the 1 point thing is harder now. If you're seeing an odd number on people's Success Club points, it's the retention points that's happening right now, which is the program where when someone signs up, if they get Shakeology the following month, and so let's say like the people that I signed up this month, next month, if some of them reorder Shakeology and the volume from that is over to 180 or something, I get 1 point for it. So that's a different program. Success Club, 1 challenge pack, 2 Success Club points. Okay, so there's that. Coaches, you only ever get Success Club from coaches once. So if your bod was expiring and you ordered another challenge pack, I do not get Success Club points from coaches ever again. I only get volume. Whereas if I have a customer who has not given me Success Club points within a 6-month span, and they get a challenge pack or a completion pack, I get 2 points. So most of my May points, I think like 14 of them are returning customers that renewed with a challenge pack because it was so cheap with the Let's Get Up promo. And I got 2 points from them because I hadn't had points from them in over 6 months. So those are the basic things: 2 points completion, 2 points challenge, and 2 points Shakeology HD. So anyone who gets signed up just with Shakeology on Home Direct also gives you 2 points. So those are the main ways for Success Club.
So Tamara, if someone signs up for Shakeology on its own and someone does a challenge pack, then you get 4 success points?
From the same person?
No, from a different person. Like one person got Shakeology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you would get 4. 100%. Yeah. What else can I help with, my friend? Are you signing off, Crystal? Okay. Thanks for hopping on. It was nice to see you.
Or anything were overlooked when it came to just clear of what you're wanting to convey or say to someone, you know, instead of getting them confused or, you know, messed up because you're just like antsy to like, oh my gosh, like, you know, seal the deal. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. We totally
like
get
kind
in
of
our
how
head
you
and then... Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I think there have been some trainings that I remember seeing. I guess I just don't remember where exactly I saw them kind of talking about that. Like I know you talked about that a little bit this week and how, you know, I guess if there's also any newer inviting examples that we have, because I was looking in the album and the file ones, and if there's like kind of like newer ones.
I think honestly that when I think about inviting now, I don't even know that the older ones would work, because with inviting now, it's so easy to invite someone to try a free workout. So what works really, really well for me is, hey, we have this new program that just launched and I'm really keen to get a bunch of feedback on it. If I sent you the sample, would you give it a try for me? And then because I'm like, I really want to know what they think. It's genuine. It's not like I'm lying to them, but because I'm wording it in such a way that like, I would send that message to someone who watched my story, my workout story, or someone who commented on like, or liked one of my remix reels of me doing Shanti, or, you know, so they already have an idea that I'm working out and I'm doing a dance kind of program. And if I put it to them in that way, it doesn't feel salesy. It doesn't feel like even like an invite per se. It just feels like you wanting to gather some information. And I'm pretty sure that most people will say yes. And if they genuinely don't have the time, they'll be super honest and be like, you know what, now is just, I have a lady right now who's an accountant, and she's like, I cannot take on anything until after the 20th of May. So I can't even try your workout. Totally understand. Like, she's working 20-hour days right now, just trying to, oh, I lost Ashley. Trying to figure it out. Oh, here she comes. I don't know what you heard, because I was like, oh, I lost Ashley. So I just think approaching it in that way, be the people who are watching your stories, the people who like your fitness posts. I'm doing this great new program. I'm trying to gather some feedback on it. If I sent you the sample, would you give it a try and give me your honest thoughts? So I don't think that the scripts work like they used to. I have not used a script in so long now because of the sample workouts.
Right. Like I've said those exact things of like, would you want to like try this, and because I'd like some feedback. And so like they'll try it, and I'll ask them like, well, is this something like you can like see yourself, wanting to do? And they're like, yeah, if I had time to do it. And I'm like, well, you just did it.
And I would say, why do you not have time?
Right. I know.
I would actually
and then
ask them that.
Yeah. And then I don't know, I just try to take a step back sometimes and just process that. But
and that's where it's fun to like sometimes with Clarissa, I'll be like, oh my God, you're not even gonna believe what this person just said to me. And I have to get that out of me because I know that it's judgment. Right. And I don't want to reply to them with judgment because I don't know what their life looks like. At the same time, I work full time. I run a coaching business. I have 3 kids. Now I have 2 in isolation where they can't help me with the cooking, the cleaning, and I still got my workout in. Like, are you kidding me? We all have the same 24 hours. It's just whether or not it's a priority. Right. So that's when I would actually ask them. I'd be like, oh my gosh, is life like super crazy for you right now? And see where that takes them on a conversation. Because you never know where that is. And that's obviously, if someone replies to you with, yeah, if I had time, they're not going to be joining you that month, but they might join you the next month, because you need to build that trust in terms of what they, like where they are in their life, to accept that they can fit this in. If I have someone who's starting off that is like not working out at all and is looking to maybe add in 3 workouts a week, 100%, I'm going to put them on Morning Meltdown 100 and be like, just start checking off the boxes. I guarantee you will build a routine. You'll get to 4 workouts, you'll get to 5 workouts, but you just have to start checking them off, right? Even if week number 1, they only do 1. And everyone can fit in a workout on the weekend. That's BS if they're saying they can't. So, right. So it's just kind of flipping it on. I understand what you're saying in the sense that it derails you, right? It knocks you off your footing, and then you're like, oh shit. When is there going to be an easy conversation? There isn't going to be an easy conversation.
No.
It's never going to be easy. What's going to switch for you is the confidence will come. Right. So I know my tax lady is going to come back to me, even though she can't do anything until the 20th of May because her schedule is insane. I'm not worried about her disappearing on me. I'm not worried about any of those things because we have a relationship now. Right. So and that just comes with practice and confidence and tracking your conversations. I'm firm believer in like, if I've forgotten to follow up with someone, I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Your message got so buried in my inbox and I feel like I feel terrible that I'm just getting back to you right now. Just own those sorts of things that make us human. Right? Because then it will get easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny now that like I have no problem like in writing these days anymore, when that was like a big big deal, and now it's just a matter of having more conversations and finding the fluidity in it, and getting to know the person a lot better. Question: there was someone interested in the bike, and I guess they want to know exactly how much like the bike is gonna be, but I guess it just depends on how much we know, because as all we know is that like what the monthly subscription for
we heard that the bike is going to be around $1,200.
Okay, 12. Okay.
So it's much cheaper than Peloton, and the monthly subscription is half the Peloton price. Okay,
so that okay. But we don't know how much that monthly subscription is yet.
It's $20. It's the Nutrition Plus membership.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's what it is. So it's not going to be anything beyond that. It's just going to encourage people to have the Nutrition Plus, because that's going to be where the body is.
Okay. So does that mean that $1,200 is included in that like monthly then, or is that just separate?
I think what you would get is that you would get with the I don't know if it'll be $1,200, because like there's still going to be shipping, there's going to be handling, there's going to be taxes, and honestly my gut is that they will like include the Beachbody On Demand for a year plus the Nutrition Plus membership, so that will be like your challenge pack with the bike. They may offer a way to pay it in installments, even where it's like they pay like in 3 installments of $400 each kind of thing. So that may also be an option, but I do feel like that first purchase will give them the 30 days of Nutrition Plus to try, and the supplements for the month, and then like a challenge pack. That's kind of what I feel will happen. So
okay, that way I know I can like gauge kind of what to let the person know, that what we know, but not a whole lot really too much, because I don't want to give the person too much, unless I don't know for sure, but just kind of in general sense that I guess it's like half of what the Peloton one is, and
for sure.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah,
I think having my month figured out, and then from there going into what that looks like for the individual post, has helped me so much with like just staying on track for the day, because even at the end of the day, if I'm tired, I can look at it and be like, oh, I'm just going to quickly talk about this in my stories. Even if I don't get a post up, at least I get something about it in, so that it's not like I'm in and then out and in and then out and then in and out. I'm consistent all the way through. So even if it's just showing in my stories for now, or for the most part, because I might get 3 or 4 posts a week if I'm lucky, just because life is a bit crazy.
That's kind of what I'm working on right now, is picking my days of when I do my invites and when I do my my daily activities, and so I'm kind of reformatting that with the dates I have here, and just so that will always change, that'll come in time, but I just want to try and do something to like keep consistent with the monthly
for sure
planner. So
okay. Well, sounds good, my friend. Are you going to be on the Level Up call?
well, I mean, I can be. It feels weird for me to be in there when I'm not really like technically, but used to be. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I've always,
I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think like you understand the process, and I think if that connects you a little bit more to the community and the fire, then just be there. Nobody is looking at it from like oh, she's not an emerald right now. Your lifetime emerald.
And that's why I'm there, because I'm like, it helps me. It helps.
True. For sure. So, okay. Well, I will see you there then.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, Rico.
Bye.